Hi, second graders. Believe it or not, this is my third time of trying to make today's math video. First time I didn't record it. Second time I clicked too far in the math book on the computer, and we were doing the review when we weren't supposed to be doing the review. So this is the lesson for Thursday, April the 2nd. All right? And remember, it's okay if you work ahead if you want. So you need your blue folder. You need a pencil. You're going to need your homework paper. Today we are talking about AM and PM, okay? So I want you to remember that AM means morning. AM runs, if you look at the note here, 12 AM is midnight all the way until 11:59 AM. And then 12 PM, which is about lunchtime, is afternoon all the way until 11:59 PM. So let's look at our directions here. Okay. Says, tell what time is shown for the activity. Write the time. Circle AM or PM. You really need to look at what the activity says here. So number 4 says eat breakfast. So we look at our hour hand. Well, it's pointing directly at the 7. So I'm going to make a 7 in the hour spot. And then my minute hand is pointing directly at the 12, which means it is 7 o'clock. I'm making some wonky zeros here. I apologize for that. I'll fix that one up. Yeah, not really. And we eat breakfast in the mornings. Unless you're like me, we're having breakfast for dinner tonight. I'm looking forward to that. But I had breakfast this morning too. So, all right, let's look at the purple clock here. Wash the dog. So let's look at the hour hand. It's a little bit past the 2, but it's not to the 3 yet. So it would be 2. And we're pointing at the 3 for the minute hand. So 5, 10, 15. So 1 and 5. And I want you to think for a minute. Would you wash the dog at 2:15 in the morning or 2:15 in the afternoon? I would do it in the afternoon. It's a little bit warmer outside. Plus 2:15 in the morning, you should be asleep. All right, let's look at the blue clock. Go swimming. Okay, looking once again at that hour hand. The hour hand is halfway between the 12 and the 1. So we put 12 here. 1. And then 2. And we look at our minute hand, which is at the 7, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So then we have 35. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. Are we going swimming at 12:35 in the morning or 12:35 in the afternoon? Well, we would go in the afternoon. Remember, that's around lunchtime, maybe even a little bit after. Okay. So looking down here, for 7, 8, and 9, the directions say, tell what time is shown for the activity. Draw the hands on the clock to show the time. Circle AM or PM. Go ahead and do that. Okay. And then 10 and 11 says complete each sentence, write midnight or noon. All right. I'm going to turn the page only one time now. All righty. Here we go. So if we look, it says Zach has lacrosse practice at 4. Would that likely be 4 AM or 4 PM? So you would probably do that in the afternoon. So you can just go ahead and write PM there. Okay. Number 13, it is 2:25. Lakota is going to the library in 1 hour. On the clock, show the time she will go to the library. So what's an hour later than 2:25? Then circle AM or PM. You can also tell that this was written pre-coronavirus because Lakota was able to leave the house and go to the library. All right, number 14, it is 3 AM. Are you more likely to be on your way home from school or sleeping in your bed? So think about that and write either going to school or sleeping in your bed. And then write math. Christy wants to go to her friend Jill's party. The invitation says the party starts at 1:30 AM. This is wrong. What mistake was made on the invitation? So write down there what the mistake was, okay? So you're welcome to finish your blue folder right now, or just take a moment and switch over to homework, whichever you'd like. Remember, you can always pause the videos to get things done. I am going to continue on and we're going to take a look at our homework here. So this box is really helpful here. Homework helper. The hours from midnight until noon are labeled AM. The hours from noon until midnight are labeled PM. So we wake up at 9 a.m. I bet some of you are doing that right now too. It's kind of nice. And we look at the moon and get ready for bed around 9 p.m. So numbers 1, 2, and 3 are very much like our blue folder stuff. Tell what time was shown for the activity, write the time, circle AM or PM. So the hands are on the clock, the activity's right here, you write the time in the clock and circle AM or PM. Let's go ahead and turn the page and look at that. And it only turned one time, which is great. Alrighty, let's look at this. Tell what time is shown for the activity. Draw the hands on the clock, circle AM or PM. So rooster crowing says 6 o'clock. Well, I want you to think about this. A rooster would wake somebody up, right? So my minute hand points directly at the 12. And my hour hand, I have to make sure it's shorter, points directly at the 6. And that would be 6 a.m. I'm glad I don't have a rooster in my house. All right, how about number 5, flying a kite, 2:30. Well, my hour hand is going to go halfway between the 2 and the 3. It's got to be a little bit shorter. And my minute hand points directly at the 6. Now, would I fly a kite at 2:30 in the morning or 2:30 in the afternoon? What do you think? I think it would be afternoon. 2:30 in the morning, you should be sleeping snug in your bed. All right, and number 6, going shopping, 5:15. So I put my minute hand, remember 5, 10, 15, that's going to point directly at the 3. And then let's make the hour hand a little bit past the 5, but not too much. Okay, 5:15, we're going to make that AM. All righty. If you look at number 7, Jay and Mike went to the county fair with Mike's parents. They got there at 10 a.m. They stayed for 4.5 hours. Did they get home in the AM or PM? So let's count 4.5 hours. 10 was the first hour, so then 11, 12. Oh, now we switched to PM. 1, 2, and halfway through 2 and 3 would be 30. So that would be they would get home in the PM. So when we write PM, we write the P. Ooh, my P is a little wonky here. We put a period and the M. And we make sure we capitalize these because they are abbreviations. All right. And then for the vocabulary check, complete each sentence. You finish the sentences with AM or PM. Casey has an art lesson at 4:30. Sam eats dinner at 5:30. Kaylee eats breakfast at 6 o'clock. All right, friends, that is all that I have for you today. Okay, so you may finish up your math homework. Please make sure you get your fact fluency done. Some of you aren't. So we got to make sure we're staying on top of that. I will see you guys later. Miss you so much. Bye.